What's up with y'all, man? How y'all doing? I appreciate y'all clicking on my video once again. The way I'm gonna give y'all my experiences is with graphics, gameplay, value for money, and the story of the game, right? So just jumping straight into the story of the game and the characters. I'm gonna start off with Marcus, my guy, my favorite. He was an android owned by a rich old disabled man who was also a painter who had a troubling son who was very jealous of Marcus because his dad treated Marcus as if he was one of his own sons, would then cause the son to make a big dispute over the three, which then caused the old man to have a heart attack because he had heart issues in the presence of both of them. So he died in the presence of both of them. And then the son betrayed Marcus by deeming Marcus an intruder, which got law enforcement to come in and pretty much just trash Marcus, right? So Marcus pretty much put himself back together to seek revenge towards the system, because it was actually a really good android to its owner. But like I said, his son came in between them, and just that's what pretty much made Marcus go rogue and become a deviant, which is the name that they deemed all the androids who went rogue. They called them deviants. They basically it just mean they just went rogue and they wasn't pretty much under the program anymore, right? So moving on to the next character, Connor, which was owned and developed by the actual company, but he was made the elite. He was the top of the top, the best android, and he was specifically made to track and hunt down these deviants so they can catch them and figure out what's causing these androids to pretty much break through the program and basically become to have feelings and to make decisions of their own and pretty much to become their own people in a sense, you know. And he was made to track down all these deviants, and he was also paired up with the Lieutenant Hank to track them all. But Lieutenant Hank, ironically enough, didn't like androids, so the whole time it was kind of like this love and hate relationship between the two, because Hank did grow feelings to have sympathy for androids, right? And then moving on to the third main character, Cara, she was owned by abusive dad who was actually on drugs, which caused Cara to break through her programming and to basically take the guy's daughter and pretty much become her mother and just shield her and protect her and take her with her. So they basically went rogue, which was crazy because the daughter ended up being an android herself and becoming a deviant also. But the Cara, she pretty much just turned into like a mother. You know what I'm saying? So basically that just outshined everything, and it made her like overlook or notice anything about the girl that was different, because the girl was once advertised as, like, you know, for the parents who didn't want to have or couldn't have kids, they could, you know, buy one of these androids and then they have a kid. You know what I'm saying? So this game is crazy, man. The story, like I said, is probably one of the best story-driven games I ever played, honestly. And the way all these three characters tie into each other at the end of the game is wow. And it's also crazy because throughout the game you get to make decisions that will then pretty much alter the outcome of the ending of the game. So based on your decisions, you can have different outcomes, which make the playback value of this game stupid crazy, because you can go back and you can play this game multiple times and get multiple different outcomes, which is wild, right? So value for money, if you're just picking up a PS5 and if you subscribe to the PS Now, you'll be able to get this game for free. It's part of the PlayStation collection, which I give that, 5 stars, because, once I got this system and I downloaded the game for free and played it, I was like, wow, it's a steal, man, because I ain't paying anything for it. I paid for the subscription, but, there's terms of value, what you get for this game is very good. Graphics, visuals. This game to me looks next gen without a question. Playing on my LG Nano Cell in 4K. Make this game look next gen, and I'm a very visual person, so that pretty much had me hooked. Pretty much drew me in. I was sold after seeing the first couple of scenes of the game, and that what made me want to keep playing and clutch onto my controller even tighter and fully immerse myself into the game. And going on to gameplay, I would say it got its pros and cons. For me, it was a pro because, like I said, I really immersed myself into the game. So, all the little details that they have in the game with you making decisions, with you doing certain stuff like opening doors or reading a book or swiping through pages, like just all that little stuff, it really made me feel a part of the game. But I can see how it can be a con, coming from, if somebody's playing the game and they still kind of on the fence, if they don't know if the game good, if they like the game or not, it can become repetitive or it can become boring at certain times. Like if you're not really fully immersed into the game and fully into it, it could be. I can see how it can become boring. You know what I'm saying? My overall score for this game, I'll probably give it an 8.5, just because I would say the gameplay will probably be the downfall of it. But just as far as like visuals, value for money, and the story of the game, that's what brings it to 8.5, man. They killed it with the story and just all the different aspects that you play as, different perspectives. I didn't want to get into too much detail because I know y'all know the game already. The game been out for a couple of years. I just kind of want to give y'all my experience of what I thought and just a little bit of the background history of the game. So yeah, definitely 8.5. The graphics for me was icing on the cake, on top of the story of the game. The gameplay was good, but I can see how that can be a downfall to not give this game a 10 out of 10. I think the official rating that I seen from a couple websites was an 8.5 or like an 8 as well. Yeah, man, it's a really good game. If y'all don't know too much about me, I'll advise y'all to go back and watch my first video and just kind of, get some insight on me, me being an Xbox fan. Picking up this game was definitely a new experience for me because it's the first time I ever played like a story-driven game like this. I normally play like first-person shooters or sport games, but yeah, man, playing this kind of changed my whole perspective on gaming, man. It's definitely a really great game. I see why a lot of people praise this game. Sony fans praise this game, so yeah, I'm very happy with it. Yeah, man, if y'all can like the video, please give me a subscribe. New channel, trying to grow, just chasing dreams, man. I really appreciate y'all. Comment, tell me what y'all think about the game. What was y'all first impressions? What y'all think was the best, attribute of the game that y'all like. For me, it was the visuals. I think I like that over everything. And then for number two, it'll definitely be the story, but the visuals definitely, they did great on the visuals. And it running on PS5, it ran super smooth. But yeah, man, y'all let me know, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.